Okay, testing. Okay, we're good. More pyre. Crap. Hang on, I need to... Oh, testing. Testing. Yep. Okay. Alright. Should be all good. We'll wait for Rift. Oh, excuse me. It's so strange seeing a lava area with rain. It just is. Hey, Rift. Alright, let's continue. Okay, there's Stoof in the book, and there's a little Tizu. Let's see. Taking a nap. Posting ballots. Inspecting the wagon. Resting looking up, having a look outside, avoiding contact, trading ceaselessly, and looking for food. Tiso seems despondent following the confrontation with Orlick. Tiso is filled with mixed emotions at having seen Orlick again. Like Volfred, he thought for sure Orlick had perished long ago. Tiso is angry that Orlick acted so unfriendly with everyone. Then the little imp looks at you with sadness in his eyes, but says no more. He skitters up to the rafters. Alright, Nest of Teresa. The ashen effigy of the nightmare titan. Zillen horse head. Xylophone? I don't know. Horsehead looms as dark as ever on the precipice of Black Basin, where her chaotic influence sundered the land itself until it wept with fire. The very instance that our graceful friend Teresa Tithys finally laid to rest the greater Titan with power of the holy scepter of the Empire. The stars shone down upon us all with blinding light. Teresa thought that... It's not Teresa, it's Trisa. Trisa thought that she could bear her children in the warmth here, but alas. Now the stars revisit this locale with regularity. The fissures in the rock do pose some danger that one ought invite. But a summons to the nest is to be honored. Okay, there's nothing else. I'm sorry, but they still are cute. Now, if I remember correctly, we have a liberation right now. Oh, whoops. Right, okay, what do we got? He sends Beatrice shall gain favor. Bay shall gain favor. I say this one. You land amid the quiet solitude of Mount Adodile, at whose summit which awaits the liberation trial. Liberation right, even. I'm an idiot. Thus begins our third ascent of the fall of Sabine. My agents in the Commonwealth report our plan is proceeding. And let's strive again to liberate one of our own and raise his chances. Teresa and... With some time to spare after having landed, you join Bertrude on a brief expedition to the monument of Habab the Swallow, first of the 8 scribes in Booklight, known as the Gracious or the Accursed. We do not fear thee, we do not worship thee, we seek to understand thee. We accept thy power and thy gift, for through our actions we extend thy influence. Soon you and her are finished paying respects. I still want to know what this is. Like, are those horns? Is that smoke? I want to understand what is what with this snake woman. One moment. Need to. Okay, you return to the wagon in silence, feeling though as about to swallow the show you favor. You soon begin your ascent, though there is time yet to pursue your vocations. Good, because I am actually going to use her. Gertrude. You approach Bertrude, just as she finished polishing various bottles, flasks, vials, and the like that your fellow exiles have collected during your travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails. How bizarre ye put them on display. Yet ye tempt these lands to swallow ye. She lets out a long breath, apparently. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories. Not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bog. He offered many courtesies, and an exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of heavens and the earth. And he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe notorious and secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the region's downside. Yeah, no, I read that right. For Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long have we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands, and so far away, and yet come to us. If molten Lilith were able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning we could do the same. Known as the Impassioned Wild Witch, Mistress of Fire and Dust. Sorry, my throat's killing me. Furthermore... But then she hesitates. It none matters really, one. Thou hast indulged our tales long enough for now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred, yet you sense that she is here by choice. Needed someone. Excuse me. Is there vanilla in this? Yeah, that's vanilla, I test. There's vanilla in my orange soda. Yeah, no, this apparently has vanilla. I don't disagree with this. This is actually tastes good. I wonder if I should. Never mind. I missed part of that. What did she say in exchange for not reagents? He would get her reagents. Like that's what he would get. He would get her reagents that she couldn't get otherwise, and she would make him ink. And then he got banished to the downside, and apparently she followed? Question mark. If you needed someone cursed or guaranteed a fortune on the big day, or to consult with elder patrons such as Ophim Unburdened or Mursa Needle Eyes, you would go to see Big Burchard. He died repenting. Ophim. He died repenting and did not linger in his grave for very long at all. Well, damn. It was widely held that nothing beneath the heavens is beneath his notice. She is one of the most infamous alchemists of her day, and plied her trade right under the Commonwealth nose without regard. Ironically, it was a modest-sounding request for printing inks that ultimately got her into trouble, resulting in her exile. On the downside, her reputation precedes her, and she resumed her practices. That's about right. Crime and conspiracy. She was accomplice to an illegal stamping press operation, providing ink and other materials. Insurrection. Records state she demonstrated willful disregard for Commonwealth doctrine. I question who I am going to... Oh, no, I'm going to send Rookie, of course. What am I talking about? I need to get this. Let us then discuss these matters which you believe should be of benefit. You and Bertram compare thoughts on how each of your fellow exiles can contribute to prevailing in the rights, and in which groups of three they can best achieve their best. Trust is not a quality our kind possesses in abundance. Maybe so, but yeah, I'll be able to get it next. Found your calling. Don't know what that achievement is, but it's an achievement apparently. Creamsicle soda, yeah, something about that. Yeah, cut it out. What is this place even? The whole mountain looks ridiculous. While traversing the old masonry on the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Jomer Menime. Rookie happens to take notice. Hey scribes, it's your pale and ever loyal servant, Rookie Greentail, here, just stopping by to say hello is all. If you're feeling generous, just a thought I'd let you know. I'd sure like to get out of here this time, okay? So please, let me out, okay? I'd owe you one. Soon, he and you are finished paying respects. As you're prepared to continue your ascent, you sense Jomer Menime has shown you favor. Your companions arrive again at the Scribe's Gate, before an archway of carved stone. Shall we, reader? Minstrel leads you towards his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach. The exiles of the Night Winds. You again, Tarek.
Salutiam, Ceres.
Greetings, Celeste. Aye, we have returned.
Simnaterus.
I really like his sprite for when he is I say sprite, it's not a sprite, it's just a full-on image. Of when he has his eyes open and he's smiling. It's very well done for all of the aesthetics that it has. Stars shine darkly these past nights. Nothing more than a portent of your arrival, is it then? Likely nothing more. Now, they are ready for you. Then come forth, each of you. In turn, please state your name and what it is you seek, whilst you're crossing the Scribe Gate. Wait, you. She points to Bertrude.
Simnaterus.
You are new amongst this group. You shall go first. Please do as she asks, Bertrude, madam. We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrude. We follow Sunderwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and he shall lead us out. The gate guardian acknowledges her and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Everyone does so as before, including you. Once you have all declared yourself, she regards you all for another moment and beckons towards the mountain's top. The 8 scribes bid the Night Winds welcome. Go forth with glory. Thank you, Celeste. Until the summit, Tarek. Hey there, Slug Market. Hey, welcome back, guys. Wait up here. Sometimes it gets. You got bottled void. Interesting. Is there anything that I want? Well, first. Hers can't be altered. So I need 9. This would give me 14. This would give me 5.
Moligoitais. Hempo wonka tala mais.
Alright, here we go. You again have reached the fall of Salim, where one among you can go free, provided you prevail in the right against the essence and liberation right.
Liberatus tanta.
Reader, we would ask a moment of your time.
Simpresit.
We have to talk. As darkness falls, the minstrel and Volfrid pull you aside.
Telecraditas.
We have some news that is, depending upon how you look at it, potentially unfortunate. The lone minstrel directs your attention towards the dark nightly sky. The stars are fading. So that's what Celeste was talking about. It is true. With the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than ones you saw in the sky above.
Firinda sare rictus.
Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand, but what it indicates is this. The rites are drawing to an inexorable end. An inexorable end, even. The light of the stars. Without them, the rites would be unable to commence. Anyway, that is the bad news. The good news is there are a lot of stars to go. How many liberation rites remain, I do not yet know as of yet. The arithmetic is complicated. An estimation of the number of stars, the rate at which they fade, accelerating the rate at which we are being summoned here. Anyway, I'll work out something as soon as possible. For now, I felt that you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have this right to think about. And so do you. Look forth. As the stars above begin to shine, Volfrid's words begin to sink in. It seems you have a limited number of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one for now. Right, okay. Turn all of these off because they are literally useless. I can't believe that I didn't think to actually, stop and calculate all of this beforehand. That said, I do want to see what this one. Ugh.
Silvius Horse-Headed.
That only gives 3.
Islak Astral Ball. Archbeast Sungrease.
Now, there's only 8 scribes, right? I didn't miss something. There's 6. Yeah. So there can't be another Titan, right? You would only ever get 31. Right? Or did I forget something again? Either way, none of these are on. If you liberate a fellow exile, their equipped talisman is returned to your black wagon. Woohoo!
Congratulations, reader. It would appear the rites are drawing to a close. Doubtless the doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite. For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom here upon the fall of Solium. So too do your adversaries, the Essence. They fought so very bravely for this moment. Whichever side prevails soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn. Each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates are present and prepared. Then the anointed one of the Essence. Come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume our responsibilities as flight tactician of the High Wing Remnants. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended. Should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan, then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thane. Here you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought well take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore, like your Teresa Thane. No, not Teresa Thane. Teresa Tithis. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools and their naked attempts to subsume our heritage and our culture. Do not again speak. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha Thane. Tamitha scoffs and turns her attention towards your side. And Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing but in comparison to the hatred growing for your commonwealth and the mountains on the other side. She signals for her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing, save for devastation should you manage to return. As for you, Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars? Celeste, please. Do not know what is amiss here. Nightwings have only come to see the liberation is carried out. Indeed. Then make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
Who shall return to glory? Brookie.
Someone is messaging me. Well, better luck to me this time around, I guess.
Who shall strive for him?
We shall ensure his passage from this place. No, it wouldn't be enough. Bruh. Oh? Then maybe this time? One final obstacle to overcome. Ere I can soar again above the Commonwealth. Such destruction I shall reign upon it soon. But first, let us dance this final time.
Commence.
Burp. Game? Computer? Hang on, I know what it is. It's a fucking Akami net session trying to restart itself. Whoever developed this should be banned from the internet. Apparently, even if I jump over it, I don't jump into it. As the liberation rite continues, you sense Pamatha reaching out to you, or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader, someone, please. Let her prevail. Let her prevail. Please let her prevail. Here, this once. If this thought makes me a traitor, then so be it. Please let Tamother prevail, because she's here, wrapped up in all of this because of me. The plea trails off, and Pamatha remains steadfast, all of her attention focused on the liberation rite. And as for Tamatha, prepare yourself, Night Wings. And as for you, Pamatha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I may never have to see your smirking countenance again. Content, not countenance, that's completely wrong. What? That's not right. Hang on, is this just my... I don't know what you were doing, but it wasn't the right thing to do. Yeah, you can't stop me. Hark now, my sisters. Damn what the book says. Advance to strike formation. Prevail here against these wretches, no matter the cost. Disregard of the way of the rights. Tamatha ordered her triumvirate to push forward afield, adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of it. Oh, they're moving at once. Wait, she just teleported.
Tamatha banished.
Just get this thing away from us.
Alas for Ruki. Ouch. No.
Bad bird.
There.
Just get it in.
Why, that was rather bold. Such firm. Oh.
Come here, birds. Damn it. Well, they came here.
Was almost cool. Your pyre sputters.
Yeah, but they don't. They have one less now. One moment. Fucking. No, wrong button. There we go. What is a common? A common net session is some kind. I don't fully know, but in the past, every time that my focus has been stolen, it's been that fucking thing doing it.
Be gone now, Tabitha. How very sad for the essence. Ruki plunged into their pyre.
And he's gonna keep doing that. Piss!
Tabitha thrusts herself into the searing flame.
Nope. Fuck all of
Righteous
your shit.
fire. No more than a lick of flame remains. And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Damn you for this, Pamatha. All of this because of you. So, what now? I guess I'm supposed to jump into this waterfall thing back here and then, that's it. I'm free? I'm free? Something comes over him then. Now, listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? You're gonna do just fine, even without old Rookie Greentail to keep an eye on all this time. Even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly in the Commonwealth stock. I'm sure I'm soon forget each and every one of you. But just in case I don't, you be sure and stop by and visit me when I get back there too. When you get back there too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop, right in the heart of town. You can't miss it. So yeah, stop by, say hi. You know. Now, think I gotta go, so excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within, whether you can still hear him going on about something. Whoa, let me tell you, this is weird in here. Hey, it's starting to... Oh, wait.
Godspeed, Rookie Greentail.
As he spins around.
The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may yet continue for a while.
I feel... Excuse me. I feel so overwhelmed, I think. Because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up, and whenever I begin to think that I'm going to fall... Infinite stamina! This land so rife with eldritch knowledge long forbidden in the Commonwealth. We learn the stuff of fear itself. True.
May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Well, Pamitha, truly, did you get the best of me again? Know that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course. Yet, I'm certain that they shall someday prevail, with or without my aid. To think I was born to share the same blood as someone such as you. We the 8 decrees. You return on kinship. You return to the wagon after prevailing against the essence in the liberation rite. A fortuitous result. Do you think Ruki is already home? You succeeded in liberating Ruki, returned to the Commonwealth in glory. Then Volfrid asked the group to gather. You sense you know what news he is about to share. Everyone, I must apologize for bringing you such news at this late hour, but I felt that you all would wish to know as soon as possible. The context of our plans has changed. Wow, that jumped up pretty high. He looks about at everyone before revealing to them what the stars have revealed to both of you. The stars above are disappearing. They seem to be fading away one by one. For reasons the scribe alone may know for certain, but we all may harbor our suspicions. See for yourself if you have any doubt that this is so. A hush falls over your companion, all exhausted from the rite, now in stunned silence. This phenomenon continues unabated. We have every reason to believe it shall, and every reason to believe that it shall. Then the rite shall cease when the stars no longer shine. Permanently cease, that is. Your companions exchange glances. You sense negative emotions rising. confusing theme.
Rictus stare siame.
Before I gave you the impression that the night wind that should the before I gave you the impression that should the night winds not prevail in a liberation rite, there would be other chances. This remains so. However, our chances are now numbered. The exact number I have yet to ascertain. But, to be quite frank, there is more of us than we have chances left. You sense your fellow exiles begin to realize what that means.
Cognere mage.
I know this must be difficult to hear, but it is not something to be a cause for panic. Our plan remains essentially unchanged. We shall take which opportunity shall arise, and return as many as we can. I urge you to take whatever time you need to think this through. At dawn we shall head south to the Moonlit Alcove. We shall discuss this further.
Sommelieren prane.
Now, please, get some rest. Our path grows hard, but not insurmountable. Not while we stand together. We can still prevail. The group disperses. Some whisper in hushed tones. Others turn to their quarters, speechless. There will be time later to better understand this opening. Mulford? Knight! Alright, let's check everyone. Rookie, liberated. Humming a melody. Playing cards with Bay. Okay. Brewing something. Seeking fresh water. Nearby. Derp. Playing cards with Wolfred and teaching the drive hymns. Oh, I didn't read the bucket, did I? After the liberation rite, you find Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. God, how ridiculous. Okay, hang on. Glory to you, master. No, that's not the right voice. Glory to you, Master Reader. Glory to the noble Rookie Leantail. Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth. And in doing so, may he benefit the plan unto which we have been thrust into it. Then he falls silent for a time. You sense he's growing very emotional. In noble Rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Mr. Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. This knight fears our Trimavate lost something irreplaceable in him. Yes. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rookie has achieved his freedom. Very much so. Furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Dear God. Rookie Greentail, this knight shall train on, and until such time he is swifter than the jagged lightning of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, this knight must beg your leave, for it is time not for his rest, but for his training. Know he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rookie, you have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low and bids you a good evening. Okay, what do we got here? The Essence. The wing members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch, Tressa Thane. Tithys? Are living examples of liberty and purity. And piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once you of course must know, we all had wings. What? Once you of course must know we all had wings. It is said The man and woman of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters as they were. But the harps, such as Teresa, held tight the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time. But here in this land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That then is the essence. That is who they are, what they are, and why. Okay. Kinson, Westbourne. Each one of us within the 8, besides the Imp Abal, would have perished in the downside had we not found each other and together formed our union. Here in the downside, we are bond. But that which bids us here does not have some latitude. We choose the bond of kinship. Does have some latitude, excuse me. Our exile took precedence over our differences. The Empire, which had subjugated all our kind, into a tense alliance, shall give way to a society in which our differences are paramount. There may you embrace your ancient cultures, whilst jointly forming a great culture all its own. Next to mercy, it is kinship that shall form the bedrock of our commonwealth. Isn't there... This is living in exiles. Landmarks, Titans, rights. These are the rights, and I have not finished reading through them. They're mostly... Oh god, I've only got 2? Next would be the Fate. In truth, the Fate would be the one that I would want to send upward. The rest of them are mostly not good choices. To that, I do want to fight the Pyre Hearts. Then again, I could knock the Fate down just a bit, and that should push the Pyre Hearts up. Good morning, everyone. We are at the mercy of the stars, and none can say how soon they'll shine for us again. We must recover for a while at the moonlit alcove, then decide how to proceed. Best make yourselves as comfortable as possible here for the time, Night Winds. The rites ought commence once again before we know it. Until then, be well. Thus, you and your companions remain on the mountaintop, waiting for the stars to shine again. The cycle of the rites is ending. The news that Volfrig and the lone minstrel revealed to you now threatens to disrupt the group's resolve. Who most deserves their freedom? Can there be any hope for your revolutionary plan to change the Commonwealth if a few exiles manage to return? These questions hang like fog over you and your companions as you linger in Mount Adadai. For now, the exiles of the Night Winds vow to stick together for as many opportunities as they shall have. Many moons pass. One cold evening, as it's fucking snowing, Wolford finds you off on your own.
There's a room best left.
Well, my boy, it's time once more. Come see. Wolford indicates the sky, and through the snow you see he is right. Soon all your companions are gathered. Wolford regards the group in his steady manner.
Despelere trandes.
As you all know, I have refrained from participating in the rites myself. This was a long-held choice of mine for a variety of reasons. Chief among those reasons is so that I might direct our plan, free from unwanted attention, both from our adversaries here and those who would oppose us in the Commonwealth. Another reason is, my past experience conducting the rites did not end on good terms. Before my time, the Nightwings comprised 3 exiles. Excuse me. Brighton, Irissa, and Orlek. What? That's the lone minstrel, isn't it? Riff, look at this icon if you can see it. Isn't that... That's Tarek. Right? I'm not imagining this, right? Yeah, Irissa. Little Tizzo was with them as well, still learning in their ways. After Brighton regains his freedom in the liberation rites, the Nightwings took me in. A story for another time, but for one thing, I had capacity to read the ancient book. Anyway, when next we earned our way to the liberation rite, Orlek was anointed for return. He had long been in exile, and his horns were beginning to show. We prevailed. What? We prevailed. Little Tizzos snuffed the accuser's pyre. Well, that explains that. Thus, Orlek earned his freedom. However, just as the shimmered pool was to engulf him, Irissa, she shoved him from the precipice and took her freedom in his stead. Oh. She perished, of course. Only the anointed can transcend the shimmer pool. But she thought the warnings were a myth and paid the price. She was always restless. I presumed Orlek perished too, to survive the fall from Mount Adadile. I was left alone. Subsequently, I made no attempts to reassemble the Nightwings, knowing that such treachery, such harm was even possible as part of this ordeal. I, frankly, still do not hold Irissa entirely at fault for what transpired. I hold instead the Commonwealth responsible for it put us in this desperate situation. And I resist the urge to think the rights may partly be to blame as well, for pitting brother against brother, sister against sister. Bulford breathes a deep sigh.
Renira Vastegas.
I now see that Orlech yet lives, at the time when our plan is already in motion. And even the stars are fading, perhaps a signal that the scribes themselves know that the Nightwings are divided, and they do not approve. But I choose to take it as a sign that we must act. The scribes have put us in a set of circumstances where each one of us may rise to the occasion. The Nightwings and our plan need all the help that they can get. And so, I have made a decision, which I wish to announce to you all.
Renam Noxaras.
In the name of the Nightwings and the Reader, by your leave, I would conduct the rites again. Long have my skills languished in the matter, I admit. Although I trust I shall regain them soon enough. While I once vowed never to conduct the rites again, our present situation calls for all our resources to be brought to bear. So, if I may be of use during the rites to come, I shall avail myself. That is all. Now then, our reader shall determine where we are headed come first light. Belford bows his head to everyone, while the other exchange looks. Then, one by one, salute him in turn. Gather the band. That's an achievement. Once more do several stars shine bright in the night sky, revealing several paths to pursue towards salvation. Oh, there are more Titan stars. I was wrong. Regardless. I want to see what happens with this. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream once we get all of this out of the way. Very well then, reader. Once more you shall face Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts when next the stars align. We may set course for the cairn of Abam at dawn. For now, please get some rest in the remaining dark of night. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream, give me a moment.